And I know they've got some real tough guys like Fletcher Cox. But tough only gets you so far if you can't catch people.
True.
And what do the Patriots have more of? They have speed. The big matchup that I'm looking at is the size and strength.
The Eagles against the Patriots?
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Brilliant.
Groundbreaking analysis.
Brilliant damn insight, Joe Buck.
This is what I'm here for. I'm trying to show that the fact that there's plenty of other options out of there than what you throw at my TV on Sundays. Go ahead, continue.
Is the Eagles' big, powerful defensive line against the undersized offensive line of the Patriots? If the Patriots' offensive line can give Tom Brady 3 seconds, the Eagles are gonna tire out real fast.
Up tempo. Don't let them change in their guys because they can do that all day, and those guys that are coming off the bench are going to be equal as good as the ones coming off the field, if not better in the situation. So you best try and keep them off what they want to do on defense.
That's a good point. Question though: do you guys want to see Rob Gronkowski put an elbow to the back of someone's head this game?
No. I think Rob Gronkowski needs to be done with that stuff because
I kind of want to see it.
That's how people don't. You let him in the ring one time, and this is what happens.
And then he interrupts Sean Spicer at the White House. He's like, "I got this, Rob."
Yeah.
They threw a punch and the Seahawks.
As an offensive player, you shouldn't really be the instigator because you're going to have a lot more opportunities to get hit hard when you're not expecting it than you're going to be able to give. So,
but Gronk is one of those guys that like you run into him and you get hurt.
not for NFL players. Maybe some that are severely undersized him, but there's a lot of big, mean dudes, especially on defense. Usually the defense is meaner than the offense.
I mean, you had Hines Ward, who was this little guy, who was just out there laying suckers out.
Juju Smith-Schuster did that in his last game.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Mean crackback block.
We're not sponsored by Juju Smith-Schuster. But follow him on Twitter.
But we definitely support a lot of what Juju Smith-Schuster is doing with his life.
Absolutely.
And encourage it fully.
Absolutely. I fell in love with his antics the moment he told Mia Khalifa to GTFO.
Yeah.
Brilliant choice, young guy.
I might be young, but I'm not stupid.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what he said, and then he slid into her DMs, and who knows what he said.
Potentially.
If he is smart, he didn't say a darn thing. That woman goes after everybody. I told you about the Joel Embiid one with her.
Yeah, she's going after everyone.
She goes after Joel Embiid, and he was with some rapper, and it was a couple of the other 76ers from last year in a picture. And she responds with so much L in one picture. He, without missing a beat, minutes later responded, coming from the girl who's gone through miles of D.
Joel Embiid, I guess, reached out to Rihanna a couple years ago asking for, a date to prom or whatever.
Yeah.
And she said, call me back when you're an all-star. And he was like, I don't need it anymore, thanks.
Yeah. He's like, she didn't want it. I know I'm a beautiful person. I'm on to the next one.
To quote Jay-Z, on to the next one.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of throwing an insult. Let me throw a pepper in the name of the guy that, you had an extramarital, or you had an affair with, and he's still with his wife, so more to the statistic that, he's not going to leave for your side piece.
Not only is he still with his wife, he produced her diss track, her diss album.
All right, who cares? Let's get back to sports.
What are you talking about? Jay-Z owns the arena that the Nets play in, and he's an agent.
That's true.
That is sports related, my friend.
That's true.
All right. But he's right. Back to sports. The Patriots are just getting stripped of their coaches. Matt Patricia sounds like it's a done deal, going to the Detroit Lions. Do you think he's going to care at all about this game? Or is he, looking forward to punching his vacation to Detroit? Sorry, Giants, I'm not interested. I'm heading to beautiful Detroit.
He thinks that, they have a better setup awaiting him, and it's nice
No
to go
shit they
into
do.
somewhere where there's an already established, pretty great quarterback.
Yeah, so let's
about to retire.
Sorry. Let's go through it. Giants versus Lions. All right, so Giants in the way of quarterback, aging quarterback. We don't know if he's any good anymore. We don't know if he can still play. We don't know that he even wants to be part of the team next year. The Lions have signed Matthew Stafford, who's got one of the strongest arms in the NFL. And he's decent. Mm-hmm. All right. We go on defense. Certain positions are a wash because Darius Slay and you name any member of the secondary, Landon Collins, Janoris Jenkins, they match up. That's a wash.
I'd give the Giants the advantage on
Slay was
on defense.
Last season he was the number 3
as an
corner in the
unit.
NFL.
As an overall unit,
okay.
I give Giants the advantage. I think the Detroit's defense this year showed that they have some holes. They are beatable. Giants are obviously beatable, but when you have no offense, that's always going to happen. So it's not really a true metric.
Plus the Kansas City Chiefs can't beat the Giants or the Jets.
Yeah.
Josh McDaniels going to the other, confusing job with a strong-armed quarterback if he ever comes back and plays in Indianapolis.
Just saw a report that he's training with some technique coaches and mechanics coaches. So they're saying he's close to coming back.
I kind of thought he was going to say the Dalai Lama for a second.
When
he said he was training, I was going to be like, wow, that's pretty sweet.
Nah,
the Shaolin Warriors.
I think Andrew Luck's already got inner peace based on reports from what he says when he gets hit by the other team's biggest dude. He's like, "Oh, dude, good hit."
Yeah,
that's.
I guess that's
dude. Good hit. Every time you hit me, I get $10,000. So keep it coming. If you hurt me, I don't have to play and still get paid out the ass. Bring it,
man. I'll break you. It's all right,
please.
Man, I got an insurance policy. It's good.
But
let's have a fun game.
The reports that you're saying though that they're saying he's close. We were told the same thing, that he'd play by week 1 last season.
That's true.
I don't believe anything of these quote unquote reports say because I don't know. Just
he is apparently actually throwing.
That's good. That's
in
good.
With these coaches. I'm not. He's obviously not. There's no practice right now for him to be participating in. So
no, because the Colts suck.
Yeah, the Indianapolis season was done like 6 weeks ago.
The Indianapolis season was done about 12 weeks ago.
Yeah,
but yeah, back before it started. All right. I don't believe reports until I have proof. Because if you look just back 3 weeks ago, nope, Steve Wilkes is definitely going to be the next Giants head coach. It's pretty much signed, sealed, delivered. And then it's not him.
Yep.
This because they're waiting for Matt Patricia. It's Matt Patricia's job. At 100% Matt Patricia. You can sign it right now. Except he's going to Detroit. Yep. So then they have to settle for Pat Shurmur.
And give him a 5-year deal.
Well, I think that's smart. You show the head coach, you show the general manager, you show the players we are committed.
I'm going to tell you this right now. The way that I view the Giants coaching hire is it's not as sexy of a name as getting either one of the 2 Patriots coordinators. But that being said, I think the hiring across the board with all the coaching staff that was brought in, obviously we don't know the offensive coordinator, but you bring in the defensive coordinator out of Arizona.
So far it makes sense.
And you bring in the Carolina Panthers special teams coordinator, which we've been terrible for the last decade on special teams.
I just want to ask you, though, is there any question who the offensive coordinator is going to be? It's DeFilippo. It's the Eagles'
probably.
Current quarterback coach.
Yeah.
That's why they haven't signed anyone for an offensive coordinator position yet.
That again, I don't like necessarily. It's not going to open anybody's eyes, but all the people coming into these positions make good sense to try and move the team forward in the direction they want to go.
Giants are stupid. They should have gone with Vrabel. Vrabel would have turned that team around.
Whatever.
First season. Anyways, the big question that people have been reporting, and again, there's no any fact or logic to this. Will Bill Belichick be the head coach of the Patriots after this season?
Probably is my answer. I don't see a reason why he wouldn't be. I mean, if anything else, just to be like, screw you guys, I'm out.
Well,
Good luck.
Could you honestly not see, or could you honestly see, though, I don't know how to word this. He wins. Yeah, he wins the Super Bowl, 72 years old or whatever he is. I'm done.
Well,
I'm just going to ride off into the sunset.
I think he's going to think 6, and I think he's going to be like, if I go 7, no one's done that.
No one's done 6.
As a coach? What about with the Steelers back when they were crushing?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Steelers coach. Some of them came under Tomlin.
Bill Cowher.
Yes.
And Tomlin.
Cowher and then Tomlin.
Yeah. So no one's done 6.
Maybe he's done. I mean, I don't know. I really, there's no way of me saying that. Or if he does 7, it's so that he can say that I made the greatest sports team of all time.
Or conspiracy.
Franchise.
Conspiracy theory.
Dynasty. He's actually saying he's the best dynasty ever.
Conspiracy theory. The Giants haven't signed an offensive coordinator yet. Because they want Bill Belichick.
He wants to do less than he wants to be an offensive coordinator for the Giants.
It's less pressure, less stress.
I'm sure it would be.
He's also a defensive guy, so that offensive coordinator doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and it doesn't make any sense. But he'd probably be like, look what I can do. I can do this too. Suck it, nerds.
Suck it, nerds.
When you cheat, you can do anything.
Seriously, that's the big problem I have with the Patriots, is that they've cheated and cheated and cheated. It's not because they're successful.
There was somebody that came out that said that... who was the reporter? There was a reporter today that said that he believes or knows that the Patriots knew the Eagles' plays ahead of time in Super Bowl 39.
Seriously, Donovan McNabb literally said, it feels like they know what play we're calling before we even call it.
Yes, well, there's somebody that said that they believe or they know for a fact that the Patriots knew the plays beforehand.
I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. And who was it? Marty Schottenheimer said, if what you heard about the Patriots, if you think that that's bad, you wouldn't want to be around us. Way to go, Marty. Yes.
Yeah, well, I mean, way to keep it honest.
I think it was Marty Schottenheimer.
It sounds like it.
Maybe it was.
Sounds like something he'd say.
It does. Or maybe it's Dick Vermeil. Something like that.
Either one of
them. One of those people.
Something outrageous like that.
But I honestly think the best course of action, if I'm Bill Belichick, at 270 years old, I've done this shit for 18 years. It's time. I'm done. I'm going to retire.
I don't think he retires unless Brady retires.
I don't think he likes Brady. Why stick around Brady?
I don't think they get along very well.
No, he's like, hey, Brady, I want you to groom Jimmy Garoppolo.
Do you ever see them ever like having conversations on the sidelines? It's like they go out of their way not to talk to each other.
It is. I'm pretty sure I've seen Bill Belichick turn around and yell, "Avocados are terrible." Avocado ice cream, damn it, that's gross.
Avocado ice cream's Uggs and sitting down when you pee. Story of Tom Brady's life. See, I could have made Tom versus Ty.
Did you hear about the broadcaster who called his daughter a pissant? How terrible!
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, you don't really need to bring somebody's children into it.
Yeah.
If you want to criticize him when Giselle brings herself into it by tweeting about Wes Welker, go ahead. They're adults.
Yeah, but
don't
go after kids. And then the guy that guy's just like
he wants to be Don Imus.
He's like an in-person clickbait article. So
he wants to be Don Imus.
That being said, I didn't see it, so I can't imagine she was just a kid being a kid. But there are some shitty kids out there.
There are but you don't publicly call a kid a shitty kid, a pissant.
Yeah. I'll tell my friend in a grocery store if someone's throwing a fit. I'll be like, "Look at this shitty kid."
Okay, but you don't do it. You don't do it over the radio,
right?
A guy who graciously.
I'm kind of doing it right now. I mean, I'm not calling out anyone in particular, picking on one particular child, like the blonde with that toddler at Walmart.
That's what he did, though. He did.
No, you are Martha.
Out a particular child.
He's like, you know, Chelsea Clinton, what a bitch.
Yeah. Like, you don't have to.
She's an adult.
Yeah.
Now she is.
You don't have to like kids. That's not a requirement. But
I mean,
just don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, especially if you're attacking like one kid in particular, like in doing it in like a public setting.